Hi, my name is Aisha, and today we're talking all things Wednesday Season 2, and I'm joined by the incredible Gwendoline Christie, Emma Myers, and Jenna Ortega. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Last night, fans found out that Weems is coming back to Wednesday Season 2, and I just want to know, how did it feel going back on set in Dublin together?
I was just so happy, actually. And there was a very tender moment where I hadn't seen Jenna, and obviously they'd spent, just already spent a very long period of time filming. But the day that I was going to get to see Jenna again on set was just really amazing. It was, it was a heartwarming, exciting, thrilling experience, like it always is when you see.
Yeah,
Jenna.
we had discussions at the end of season 1 about, we already knew that we were going to kill her. So we were saying, oh man, well this has been a terrible mistake on our part. How are we going to undo this?
Yeah.
Is there a way we could bring her back? I would say, oh, well, she's a shapeshifter. Maybe she isn't dead. Maybe all the shapeshifters, their natural form is Gwendoline Christie. Maybe if they all reverted back to their
Honestly,
initial
that's
state.
how I felt.
That's what I wanted. We were throwing out all these ideas, and then the writers came up with, her being my spirit guide. We're so lucky to be playing in a supernatural world where we could bend the rules a little bit and find a way to bring her back, because she brought so much to the show and established
100%.
so much of what she just made that atmosphere feel real. And it's one of my
really
favorite
do.
on-screen pairings I've ever had. So to be able to elaborate on that and go deeper and further was a great pleasure.
Yeah, actually touching on that spirit guide element, how did it feel shifting into that in your character?
Well, it was quite interesting actually, because it was a year when I lost 3 close friends. And so it was a very creative response to grief.
Yeah.
And in that, you are in a kind of very fragile state. And work is a wonderful thing for me. It's a great framework, and creatively it's what I live for. So to be able to do something with an unending pain with people I love was a huge gift to me. And so, my performance this season, through all of its, different representations, essentially is dedicated to those people.
I'm sorry, that's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with me. I can't wait to see part 2. That's really touching. Sorry, made me cry a little bit. God, that's beautiful. Touching on that with the attachment that we make to characters, Jenna, you said that Wednesday has become a part of you, as I can imagine all of you when it comes to acting your parts. What's the most unexpected way that you feel like your character shows up in your everyday life?
Maybe not unexpected. I think she's just, what I would say? I feel like I just didn't really feel like I was in control of my life for a majority of it. I felt like I woke up later in life, and I found my sense of self and taste and things like this much later, but I never really felt empowered to use my voice, and I kind of was always told not to. So weirdly enough, I think I was very scared of coming off as difficult or overbearing or maybe speaking out of turn, but it's important to have a voice, and I think that since doing this character and this wild ride that she's taken me on, it's been a great kind of lesson for me that it's okay and you should, and I feel like I'm starting to
you're releasing yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm starting to figure that out now and learn how to exercise it, and that's been a great experience for me. Yeah.
And Emma, when it comes to Enid's story arc in season 2, we see there's more growth and complexity. Looking back, what's the part of her evolution that you felt most connected to personally?
I think, her gaining her confidence. What Jenna was saying, her voice. I was quite inward and shy and not very confident as a kid and wouldn't speak up. And I think through getting to play Enid and getting to play her journey sort of taught me how to be more confident in myself and also speak up for myself. And similar to what you were saying, always told just to do what everybody tells you to do and not really stand up for yourself. And I think getting to play her sort of helped me learn to say no and put my foot down.
You come out of your shell a little bit because Enid is so out there.
She's out there and she's unapologetically herself, and I love that about her.
I absolutely love the costumes throughout the show, and I absolutely love what presents you bring when wearing them. Colleen Atwood's work is impeccable. If there was one costume that you could take home, what would it be and why? I know that's a hard one.
I actually might go back to the first season. I might do Poke Up. I'll never wear it.
I was gonna say that as well.
It was such a bizarre costume, but I think it was the first time on the set, besides like Wednesday's classic silhouette outfit, that I felt, oh, we're kind of in a Tim Burton production. And I like that it was stitched together and rushed and handmade, and you know, there's
100%.
just something very tangible about it. Material, I would say that.
I was gonna say the same thing because I had such a weird experience in that costume. I want to frame it and then like put it somewhere I can see it.
Please do that, please. Somehow we've got to sort that out. And what about yourself, Gwendoline?
I think it was just marvellous to wear all of Colleen's costumes. But that first Tippi Hedren style suit from the Birds,
Yes.
which is something my whole life I had wanted to wear, actually. And it was amazing that Colleen, Tim, and I all had the same idea about this character being a sort of Hitchcock-style heroine. And so, and my whole life I've been a huge Hitchcock fan and been fascinated by the idea of the Hitchcock woman, but I wanted her to have agency. I didn't want her to be a victim. And I also wanted to be all of them and not just one of them. So that suit, it was a powerful moment of transformation too, because it was the first time on screen that I've been presented in a conventionally attractive way. So it was very liberating.
Thank you so much. This has been incredible. Thank you for sitting down with
Thank
me
you so
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate it.